Hey everyone, Kaylee here. Today I'm doing a video with Dove to show you how to get volume in fine hair. I have fine hair and I know the struggle is real. On the left you can see what my hair is normally like versus when I use the tips from this video on the right. The tips in this video are going to focus on how to dry your hair properly, but there are going to be a lot of other tips as well, and you can choose whichever ones you like. You don't have to use all of them. But we're going to focus on drying your hair because that is where the battle for volume is lost or won. So let's go ahead and get started. In the shower, you want to opt for a shampoo that is going to be lightly moisturizing while still allowing your hair to have some volume. Don't go for ones that are expressly for volumizing because those can dry your hair out and leave it frizzy. Right out of the shower, your hair is going to be dripping wet and you will be tempted to use your products and your hair dryer. However, the water from your hair will dilute the products and it will take forever to blow dry your hair. Instead, allow your hair to air dry, but instead of parting it on the side that you usually part it on the opposite side, because this is going to go ahead and add volume into your hair while it's air drying because it's drying in the opposite direction, so when you flip it back over, there's going to be a little extra volume there. Then you can allow your hair to air dry for as long as possible. You could even sleep on it overnight and use the dampness in the morning to get a great style out of it with your hair dryer. Or you could just allow it to air dry for however long you have to do your makeup. Once you've allowed your hair to air dry for as long as possible, you're going to go ahead and add in your favorite volumizing product. For me, that's the Dove Oxygen Moisture Root Lift Spray, and I'm going to apply that by parting my hair and spraying once at the root and once down the hair shaft, and then parting my hair a couple of inches over and repeating that again. I prefer this product because it's very effective. It even works when I'm just air drying my hair to add a little bit of lift, and I really like that it has lightweight moisture within the formula. Additionally, this has never weighed my hair down even on the second day, and it is very hard for me to find a product that can do that. Also within the Dove Oxygen Moisture line, there's a shampoo and conditioner and a leave-in foam. All of them are meant to add lots of weightless volume to your hair. I'm going to use the leave-in foam because it's basically a combination of a leave-in conditioner and a lightweight styling product, so it's going to add condition and hold throughout the day. Some safety tips to go over while using your hair dryer is to always make sure that you use a warm setting rather than a hot setting so that you're not burning your hair, and always keep the air moving when you're blow drying your hair to keep it as safe as possible. For the best blow drying results, you want your hair to be as dry as possible while still being a little damp, so more like the right than you see on the left. So if you've run out of time, you can go ahead and use your hair dryer just to roughly blow your hair dry until it's just damp and not dripping wet anymore. So now here are my tips on blow drying your roots. If you see where your hair is parted, this is the shallow side, the side that doesn't have as much hair. We're going to start on that side. You want to part your hair about an inch or two over and then blow the hair on the roots in the opposite direction of where your hair normally lays, and continue doing that in sections until you work through that entire section of hair. This is the same thing essentially as flipping your hair upside down to blow dry it. However, you're making sure that you get every single bit of your roots this way. So especially on the top of your head, this is really good because that gets you the most volume. So you might not want to do this all over your head. However, you can limit it to just the top of your head and the crown of your head, and it will still make a huge difference. Speaking of the crown of your head, that's where we're headed next. So grab the section from the top and then you're going to brush it straight forward. And this is the most important place. If you're only going to work on your roots in one place, get this section because this shows the most volume. And then you can continue taking sections and putting them forward until you have all of your hair over your head. Or if all of this sounds like way too much for you, just go ahead and flip all your hair over and keep going until all of the hair is dry. Now we're going to move on into using the round brush. Now you can do this after doing these roots if you want to, or you can skip this part entirely if it seems too daunting. So take a section of hair, and then you're going to use your round brush, and you want to elevate this to where this section of hair is sticking almost straight up because that's going to get you the most volume. Now what you're going to end up doing is kind of pulling the hair straight out and using the hair dryer on it. You should keep the hair dryer moving. I have a bad habit of just leaving it on there, I'm sorry. But you just want to brush it out and then twist it at the end. If a round brush is scary for you, you can do this with a normal brush as well. Essentially, all you want to do is just get this area dry and slightly warm. Not hot, just slightly warm, because that's going to help to set. So once you've got that done, you're going to wrap that section around 2 fingers until it makes a little donut shape, and then put that right against your head and pin it in place. This is going to allow the hair to cool with the roots facing upward, which is going to get you extra amounts of volume. Then you want to repeat that with the next section that's right next to your part. And then once you have that done, of course, you're going to wrap it around 2 fingers again and pin it in place. And then I'm doing one final section on this front side of my head that's going to be on the other side of my part, going the opposite direction. Now I understand that working with a round brush can be daunting and especially tiring on your arms, which is why I'm really just recommending that you do 3 sections in the front like I did just here, and then we're going to take one last section right at the crown of your head, and you want to brush that straight up or even straight forward and use your round brush again on that. That way you're only using your round brush in 4 places. It's really quick, really easy, and it makes a huge difference in your style. So if you have a day that's important to you or you want to add more volume into your look, that's one way to get it. You can also, while the top is cooling, brush your hair straight to the side to add volume and smoothness. Another really great easy tip is to use dry shampoo at your roots. I'm going to use the Dove Invigorate dry shampoo, and I'm just going to spray it in at my roots. Because I've already sectioned my hair off, I'm just spraying it in these sections. But if you haven't set your hair like I did, all you have to do is part your hair every couple of inches, spray it in at the root, and then use your fingers to massage it. Using a dry shampoo is helpful because it can absorb oil throughout the day. If you're prone to a little bit of oiliness, you could spray this in at the beginning of the day so that it absorbs oil throughout the day and keeps your hair a little bit more fresh as the day goes on. Additionally, you can use this in the morning on your second day to refresh your hair. Now here's how to part your hair for extra volume. You want to part diagonally because from the front that looks extremely volumized compared to a typical side part. And then you want to take the hair from kind of the apex of your head back and brush it straight back. You can lightly backcomb it if it's not staying back nicely. Now throughout the day, to keep your hair volumized, don't keep brushing your hair downwards. You can fluff the top if you want to, but don't go straight down. Additionally, going day to night, you can touch up your roots with the root lift spray by spraying it into your roots and allowing it to dry while massaging it, or using your hair dryer to add in some extra volume. So that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed these tips, and I will see you guys in my next video.